What is up, guys? So today I'm in North Carolina and we're here to check out the Dodge Durango Hellcat. Now I don't have a camera person with me today, so I'm going to be filming mostly POV, but we're going to go into every detail about this 710 horsepower 3-row family vehicle. So let's go ahead and get started. What is up, guys? So today we're going to check out the brand new Dodge Durango Hellcat. Now let's go ahead and jump into pricing. This thing is a pretty penny, but you are getting a 710 horsepower 3-row American SUV. It's pretty insane. So this one's around $80,000, mid $80,000, and once again, a lot of money. However, this is such a unique vehicle. There's literally nothing else like it. It's very, very cool. And I'm going to show you what all you get for that money because, especially on the inside, Dodge has really done a lot to improve this Durango, not just throw more power at it. Let's go ahead and go to the front though, because there are some changes here on the front, starting with this little lips chin spoiler right here, or chin spoiler, let's just call it that. But it does add a little bit of downforce, just to help make sure that this car has less front end lift, because especially in a big SUV, when you're going fast, you don't want your front end lifting up on you. You don't want the car to feel light when you're going faster. That's just not a confident feeling thing. And you don't have fog lights on this car. So in place of your fog lights, you basically have more air going into the engine. So you have an oil cooler on this side. You're gonna have more intercooler, radiators, stuff like that, all in the middle and on the right side. And so all of this is going to be functional. And one thing I do like is these updated LED lights. They look very, very cool. I think they fit this more aggressive vehicle with a more aggressive lighting pattern. Dodge did a great job at doing that there, and it's just a subtle update, but it works so very well. Then as you come to the right side, you have your SRT badge with your Hellcat logo. Coming up, you have all your functional vents right here, feeding more air into the engine, getting all the hot air out of the engine bay. And this one obviously is going to have these silver stripes, which look amazing with this blue color. Now it is a little bit of an overcast day, so unfortunately I can't really show you the absolute best that this car looks. It's just been raining literally all day, but it's still a good looking car nonetheless, and there are tons of other colors here to choose from as well. Then as you come to the wheels, you're going to have these wheels here which look small, but these are actually going to be 20-inch wheels. They're pretty big, but compared to how big the vehicle is, they look sort of small on this car. Now you do have your SRT Brembo brakes here up front, and you know the upgraded brakes are very nice because you want to bring this car to a stop as quickly as possible, especially when you're moving around such a big vehicle, even more so when you have people on the inside. And these are Scorpion Zero tires. You can also get P0s as well. These are going to be the all seasons, and as you guys will see later on in the drive, they work incredibly well. Hellcat logo here on the side. Then as we come to the side profile, you guys can see typical Durango silhouette. Still looks very good. I like this sharp line right here. I like the increased hood bulges right there. And you are going to have another spoiler here in the back, and this is basically to help offset the spoiler that was put into the front. It has a tiny little gurney flap right up there, and the cops have found me after getting on this car pretty good. Okay, so now that the fire truck is passed, let's go ahead and talk about the rear. So you are going to have this signature light bar back here, this massive light bar that goes the length of the vehicle. Definitely a Durango signature. This has been on the Durango for forever, and it still continues, in my opinion, to look very good, very quality. And then as you come to your badges, you're going to have your Durango badge, your Dodge badge with the 4 on it, meaning that this is all-wheel drive, and then you have your SRT badge there. And then of course you have your exhaust, which sounds absolutely wicked on this car. So let's go ahead and fire it up. All right, so coming to the inside of the Durango Hellcat now, you have some pretty decent user materials. This is soft touch up here. You've got this really cool like marbled look. Looks amazing. Soft touch leather here with some stitching. All of your controls, door handles, memory seats right there. Harman Kardon speaker. Storage area here. Hard touch. You're gonna have this supercharged badge right here, which looks really nice. SRT floor mats, aluminum pedals. Pretty minimal seat adjustments right here. And then you are going to have these seats, which are incredibly soft. You are going to have Alcantara lining the middle right there. So that looks very nice. You are, of course, going to have your SRT branded right there in the middle of the seat. And the interior has some pretty nice updates, so you guys will see in just a second. And you can see some of it starting right here. It's got this nice like Alcantara area here with some stitching. Nice leather here. All of your lighting controls. Let's go ahead and hop in though and we'll check out the rest. All right, you guys, so inside the Durango Hellcat. Now to start, very simple. Start stop button is right there. That's all there is to it. Now, let's go ahead and run through this real quick because I do actually have to be at the track, but you have this really nice SRT branded steering wheel. Let me turn this AC down. Very thick grips right here, huge perforations there. You're going to have your paddles located there in the back. All of your controls for your screen over to the left, all of your cruise controls over here to the right. Surprisingly, you don't have adaptive cruise, which I was very surprised to see. And then your wipers, blinkers, all that is going to be in one stock over here to the left. You don't have anything to the right. And then coming to this gauge cluster, it's very nice, very simplistic. So using the buttons on the right, I can scroll through different things here. And basically, I can only adjust that middle area. Everything to the left, everything to the right pretty much stays exactly the same. Then as I move up, I am gonna have some nice like leather wrap surfaces up here. It feels very good and it's going to extend over here. You actually have a brand new dash setup and that includes this beautiful 10.1 inch screen. The resolution on it is so good. This is, in my opinion, one of the best Hellcats in terms of an interior perspective. It looks good, it feels good, and everything about this feels quality to match the power that you're getting. And this alone would sell me on the Durango over the Charger, over the Challenger, and it just grips and goes like crazy. Once again, you guys will see that once you go for a drive. But yeah, the updated UI is pretty nice. Everything responds pretty quickly, and all of your SRT pages are now within your vehicle pages, which is pretty nice. New look to everything. Performance pages here. So that's very nice. And then if I go back, if I can figure out how to go back, drive modes, that's where I can go through and select like track, sport, automatic, snow mode, tow mode. And if you guys don't know, this can tow up to 8,700 pounds. So that is pretty impressive. And then of course you have heated seats, heated steering wheel, ventilated seats for both driver and passenger on here as well. So you can access that through this screen, or I can actually go down and I still have my physical buttons located here for my vented seats for both driver and passenger, heated. And they work super fast. I literally just turned it on for a second and I can already feel it working. Heated steering wheel in the middle, all of your HVAC controls. You have these brand new toggles with this SRT mode, launch mode, your hazards, parking sensors, traction. You have a wireless charging pad here, more of that really cool look, some more of this Alcantara lining the entire sides right here, so that looks very nice. You're going to have a USB-C and you're going to have a USB-A, so a normal USB, and then your auxiliary in the middle. Once again, wireless charging pad. And then if I move back, you've got your shifter, classic, shifter from Dodge, ZF8 speed, works super fast, down to upshift, forward to downshift, and then you can use your paddles in manual mode. Cup holders, nice area to put the key, soft armrest, you lift that up. You have a Blu-ray player in here, which is pretty nice. And then you have a decent amount of storage space, but this definitely cuts into your storage space quite a bit. But it is nice because now you can use this Blu-ray player and you can actually watch some pretty good movies on this updated beautiful screen. So that would be a nice family thing to do. And you also have screens in the back as well. Now, if I come here, if I open this, basically all lined in felt, which is nice to keep everything nice and quiet. Mirror, sunglass holder up here. You are not gonna have a moonroof on here though. I'm not sure if you guys can see anything, but just know that there's nothing to see. There's no moonroof, so that was surprising. This is all lined in Alcantara as well, which feels really nice. But that's pretty much gonna be a quick overlook on the interior. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the car. All right, you guys, so once again, this is a quick skim. I'm by myself today and I actually don't have much time. So going into the back, pretty much the same as the front, nice materials. Hellcat logos there in the second row. You do have these flip up screens, which are pretty nice. Some headphones right down there. In terms of room, I fit pretty well being 6 feet tall. There's me behind myself. HDMI here, so you can plug in a PlayStation if you want. You have a 115 volt down there, as well as heated seats here in the back, cup holders, and then a nice little armrest right here, which is very handy indeed. All right, so with the seat up, let's go ahead and hop into the third row here. So here we go. All right. So now one important thing about the third row is there's not 3 seats, there's actually only 2, and they sit pretty high. So you guys can see just at eye level, I'm pretty much above everyone else. However, my legroom is actually pretty good. I actually have about 2 fingers I can fit right here, which is great that I could even fit in the back being 6 feet tall, but not a lot of amenities. 1 cup holder, no USB ports, anything like that. You do have vents up top, right up there. And you have windows, that way you don't feel like you're in a jail cell. That's pretty much gonna be it for the third row. Let's go ahead and check out the trunk. All right, so coming to the trunk of the Durango Hellcat. Obviously being a 3-row, you don't have much behind here. Now you can fold those 3 rows down. The second and the third row you can fold down for just maximum storage capacity. And you guys can see the cubic feet here on the screen. Underneath here you have a little bit of extra space and a little cubby over to the left. Very simplistic, 12 volt over to the right. And you have this really nice guard right here, which is actually pretty robust, and that's gonna guard a lot of this area from being scratched up and looking just gross and ugly if you're getting in things like boxes, equipment, whatever. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up the back. Let's go ahead and check out that engine. All right, you guys, here she is. The famous Hellcat engine. Massive supercharger sitting there on top. Looks amazing. And so yeah, this one is gonna make more power than a standard Charger or Challenger Hellcat, both the wide body and non-wide body. So because it's a bigger vehicle, they gave this one 710 horsepower, so slightly different tuning, but once again, same engine. So more than the 707s you get in the Challenger and the Charger Hellcat, excluding the red eye and the super stocks and things like that. But yeah, good amount of power, same ZF 8-speed automatic, and this one is going to all 4 wheels. So this is pretty cool. You get 3 rows, you get a little bit more power than something like a Trackhawk, and you have that actual Hellcat logo, which is nice. So with the Trackhawk, it doesn't really have the Hellcat logo. People obviously know it's basically a Jeep Hellcat, but it's not at the same time. So with this one, you get all the Hellcat logos, you get the official Hellcat badge of honor, and so you can also do it while carrying around your family, pets, whatever, and you can sound great doing it. So let's go ahead and get this on the road, see how it does. What is going on, guys? So driving the Dodge Durango Hellcat. Whew, this thing is so cool. Let's start with the sound. It sounds very, very good. Very good. Second thing to talk about is let's talk about the traction. And this is the best part. This is one of the only Hellcats where it can be damp. I can have 710 horsepower and I can just do this. Oh my gosh. And not be scared because this thing puts down the power so well. It is amazing. Oh my gosh. One more time. We'll go into manual mode. 3rd gear. 2nd gear, pull all the way down. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. By the way, guys, if you have headphones, be sure to throw them on. I'm using binaural audio. That way you guys can get pulled into this experience with me and you can hear all the beautiful noises with me. So For those of you that just put on your headphones, this is for you. Oh my Lanta. What in the world? This thing is amazing, guys. Oh, it just puts down the power for days. And it just feels like a better experience than the Charger and Challenger. There is a caveat to that. Obviously, it doesn't handle as well. So for the true enthusiasts that say something like this is kind of pointless because it's an SUV and it just doesn't handle as well, I agree and highly disagree at the same time. I agree this doesn't handle as well. That's basic physics. This is an SUV. Of course, it does not handle as well. That's why you would get a Charger and Challenger. You'd get the Charger if you wanted that lower center of gravity. You want something that you can actually take to the track, drag strip, and you want it to have just that sportier feel, but you want to still be able to fit more people. Challenger, if you're a single guy, you want all the power, you want all the cool looks, that's the way to go is the Challenger. Those two are also going to sound a little bit louder. You get a little bit more exhaust, a little bit more supercharger whine, but it's not much. This is still pretty darn loud. The benefit with this, though, I can have my family. I can throw it into, let's see what drive mode I'm in. I'm in track right now. I can throw it into auto, back into automatic mode. It calms down. You still get a good exhaust note. That's 1800 RPM. It's comfortable. The suspension softens up a bit. It turns in very well. It feels very confidence inspiring for this big of a vehicle. It doesn't feel nearly as big as it looks, and that is always an incredible accomplishment when you're talking about an SUV. That means the engineers really worked overtime if something this big can feel this good with this much power on tap. It's amazing. And even in automatic mode, the computer does pretty well. So I'm in automatic. I want to overtake. I floor it. Jeez, and it just wakes the heck up. It that kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie. But my word, guys, let's go ahead and try a launch though. So all you have to do is come to a stop. You can hit this launch button right here. It says apply brake pressure. It's very simple. Apply full throttle. Release brake. Holy! That was insane. My coffee just spilled. It's an insane vehicle, guys. And if I had the money, I'm not lying. Most journalists say this. I mean this. If I had the money, I would buy this right now. Right this second. It's so much better, guys. This updated interior really makes me feel like I'm buying something super special. With the Charger and Challenger, my biggest complaint has always been the interiors. They just don't feel that good. This isn't some significant jump in here, but it's significant enough that it makes me feel almost like it's a completely different car. It makes me feel like this is a whole new Durango.
You will arrive at your destination at 12:10 p.m.
Thank you. And that's something I've wanted so badly in the Charger and Challenger, and this gives it to you with so much practicality. It's amazing, guys. There's really no other way to put it. It's fast. It's comfortable. It has good sound insulation. It may be too loud for some people, if I'm being honest. The drone is there a little bit, but if you're into the performance aspect of it, you're not going to mind it one bit. It's fast as heck. And it's a classic American muscle SUV. And it's a rare bird. It's a dinosaur, this thing. But if you're like me, and you grew up, and you loved dinosaurs as a kid, you'll love this car. Well, everyone's going to wrap up my quick review on the Durango Hellcat. What a machine. I mean, I would hands down take this over a Trackhawk, and for multiple reasons. The Trackhawk is great. It's a good looking SUV. I actually prefer the looks of that over this Durango Hellcat. However, with this only being made for 1 year, and with this Durango Hellcat having the official Hellcat badges on it, it's going to be worth a lot of money. And this is a lower MSRP than the Jeep Trackhawk by almost $6,000. So you get this cheaper, more practicality, a much better interior, and exclusivity with there only being a 1-year run. Yeah, these are going to be worth a lot of money. So if you have the money, get one now. Dodge is definitely doing all the right things with their marketing, and I cannot believe that this vehicle really even exists nowadays. So be sure to take advantage of this opportunity if you are in a position to be able to do so. Let me know what you guys think of the Durango Hellcat. Would you get it over a Trackhawk? Comment below. If you guys are new to the channel, I'd love to have you subscribe, and be sure to follow me on TikTok. It's my biggest platform, and I'd love to see you guys there. See you guys in the next review, and y'all take care. Bye.